So, I completed that SOS yesterday. The one raid we went in, I managed to get the lost pixie I needed. So, hopefully Wizards Unite starts soon, otherwise we'll go restart it. My phone was acting weird starting everything up, so I think that's messed things up. It's kind of hot here, and I think my phone's not liking the heat. So, I'm actually out with my daughter. I need to pick up my son in about an hour. So, we will be streaming a little bit. I'm not sure how much, but I figured I'd show you the new tasks. And we would go from there. Some of the time I will be driving. Actually, we may drive most of the time, either that or be sitting in the shade. Because obviously my phone is not going to behave unless I do that. So, but of course, first we've got to get Wizards Unite to open up for me to show you anything. So, I did complete one part of it, but I haven't collected it yet. I wanted you to be able to see everything. So, and if you hear anyone in the background, that's my wonderful daughter. So, and I may have her play some while we're driving around. Okay, now we're finally loading in. So my guess is that the phone got too hot and didn't like it. Okay, so here's where we're at right now. Come in here, go to the SOS. So here's the next tasks after the pixie. Perform after getting the the 10 pixies in the fortress. Perform 5 great spellcasts. That was pretty easy. Recover 3 troll bogies from troll confoundables and brew 7 potions. So,
I can shove the toy into the other bag.
She got a toy for her service dog, service puppy.
Because she keeps trying to eat my cat toys.
Yeah, she keeps trying to eat the cat toys that crinkle like that, so she got her some toys that crinkle like that. That sounds creepy. A spell watching you all the time. I have to agree with Harry. That does not sound nice. Collect that one. Start another one. Just because I want to do the Burfios, but keep the potions, but I also need the potions, so might as well just keep those going 24 hours a day. Luckily, with those, you don't need the app open. Catch this, and then I'll pass it over to my daughter, and we will go find inns and whatever. So, if anyone jumps on, she will kind of try and watch. I'm not promising, but she will do her best, I think. And she'll probably be going after stuff, so that's where we're at. It's okay. We went shopping for her, and she was trying out eyeshadows. And so she's got makeup, all eyeshadows, all over all of her hands and her arms. As tried one after another. She was kind of sad because she found one she really liked at Ulta, and then they were out of it. And they won't have any more until possibly Friday, maybe after that, and she didn't want to wait, so.
I probably want to go look on Friday again to see if they have it.
Okay.
Because I'd like to go.
She got one she liked one color from.
I haven't seen some of the other colors.
Few of the other colors, but she really liked this one color. So she got that one. It's similar to the one that she wanted, but it didn't have quite as many that she wanted. But it did have one color that, but it did not have the one color she really liked from the one she got, so. And I'm not so into makeup stuff, but she's got more of a olive toned skin, so she likes the darker colors. So if anyone gets on and has suggestions, I can forward them to her. So, or she can see while she's on, but if you hear this later and want to leave suggestions in the comments, you can do that. She likes, I guess, mostly like the browns, and she said, yeah, mostly browns.
They look better on me than others I tried.
So I know she saw one that was a dark, it was a reddish brown that she kind of liked. But it was, I think it just had a hint of red in. Right?
Yeah.
So maybe ones with just a hint of another color, but mostly brown. Do I have that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm willing to try others. I just haven't found ones that I like.
Okay. So if you didn't hear, she said she's willing to try other colors. She just hasn't found any that she feels look good on her. She has a more, I would say almost a more classic look, but the classic, and she likes to color her hair all different colors and whatever, so.
Hello.
And she's on the phone, obviously.
Hello, Brett.
With my husband.
Hello. What do you mean I woke you up?
So, she asked him if she could color her hair before school starts. So I don't know if that's what they're talking about or what, but.
How was I supposed to know yours? What's the plan? We were gonna wait until Steven got out, and then we were gonna come
We
home.
need to pick Steven up in 52 minutes. I guess we could come get you and come back. So the reason you can't hear is she's got.
He needs to get his glasses.
Oh yeah. Okay, I guess we're gonna go get my husband while we're live streaming.
Coming.
His glasses broke. Yeah. Yesterday I looked over at, yesterday or the day before, I looked over at him
Saturday.
and I said, "What's wrong with your glasses?" "What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with my glasses." "Yeah, there is. You lost a lens, I think." "Huh? What? Oh, crap." And he was wearing his glasses and had not even noticed. So, and the reason you're not hearing what he's saying or anything, she actually has headphones on. Her phone goes over her headphones. So, that's what why you aren't hearing anything he's saying as we're talking. So, I guess she'll play while we go pick him up. Till the end of the year. And at that point, they said they should have a better connection available, and or it is possible we'll get a better connection once school starts back up. Just what it is the network's over honestly, right now, it's in the time, there's no time the rest of the day that it's not going to be in the overwhelmed zone. They said anytime after people start heading home from work. And people are definitely heading home from work now. So, when school starts, the time, I'll probably stream in the mornings or afternoons, early afternoons, my time, just because I'll already be in town and around where there's more stuff that we can find, so. But, yeah, I guess you get to see what happens when I drive fast. As you can see, we are still getting confoundables showing up. I'm going 30 miles an hour right now. So, that's, I know I've done one before like that, but that way you can kind of tell. I'm now speeding up to 45. So it may reduce what we see. I'm at 40 right now. It looks like they're still showing up. I need any of the pink, any of the Hogwarts, and any of the blue claw. Not the, so that light blue claw.
Light blue.
So on the things that show up, yes, I need that. Hogwarts, I think you can tell. The pink one, you can tell. But then there's a blue, there's two light blue ones. One's a clock and one's something else.
One's like a clock thing.
Yeah, I need the
You
clock.
need the other one.
The magical beasts. And her arm is like fully glitter because of how many she tried. How many of the different eyeshadows she tried. So anything showing up right now, we're at a stoplight. And that's why it's not moving very far or things like that.
Do you need the dark blue one?
You can go after it. I don't think I'm not quite sure what it means by troll. Okay. Get ready to. So now
Sniffler.
I am speeding up to 50 miles an hour.
Easy Niffler. He's so cute.
Baby niffler, not just a niffler.
He's still a Niffler. Nifflers are cute.
My daughter is very much an animal lover.
I want a pet Niffler. It'd be fun. I mean, I'd want to pet everything, but I'd find a way to tame a dragon or die trying.
Honestly, she probably would find a way to tame a dragon. And the thing is, she probably would find a way to tame a dragon. Not to end up dying trying. She would probably, honestly, in that, if you want to know someone, you know those people who are very much like Newt Scamander? You know him, you know that that's how they are, whatever. That's her. And at the same time, she has a very good sense of sarcasm. And I mean, she's got sarcasm down to an art. And by that, I don't mean it, not the mean, nasty sarcasm. I mean the sarcasm that everyone that makes people feel good about themselves and laugh right along, but laugh with sarcasm because the whole family's into it, and she's got it. Yeah, she grew up that, so she's got it even more so. But my dad is really, so my dad trained me, and then she trained both of us and type thing. We're going 55 miles an hour right now, so you can see they're still showing up. So that's, yes, they show up even at 55 miles an hour.
Bloody lemon.
And pointed ears, and we called her Elfie because of that. And she's a trickster. That's what I'm after.
Yeah.
She is completely a trickster. You know, when you see that gleam start up, you either she's come up with an amazing comeback for something you said, or you better watch your back.
I feel like that'd be rather fun.
So Jade is my baby brother. Really not so. It's like they had an older sibling. In some ways, it's like they're the youngest. They're one of something like 14, 16, Christy, a different experience. I will say my mom and dad were very, their grandkids, they don't spoil their grandkids. They have to work for it, stuff like that. Well, my mom, I should say. My daughter quickly showed just how good she was at what she does, because my dad still had kids at home, and he had vowed up, down, left, right, the works, that grandkids should not get away with things, whatever. And she would look at him and blink her eyes, and he would give in. Every single time. She had him so wrapped around her little finger. It was actually, usually you would say it wasn't funny because of how far she had him wrapped around her little finger. But if you knew my dad, it actually was funny, because the fact that someone had actually managed to do that with my father, and had managed to, the one thing that was, everyone would have told you, there was no way anyone would wrap him around their little finger. No way in Sam heck. And to this day, that's basically it. I can't think of even any of my nieces or nephews that can get away with what she can with my dad. And I think so I just got my husband. I think you'll vouch for that one, right?
What?
That Mindy can get away with more with my dad than any of the other nieces or grandkids. And I don't know what it is, honestly. She had her dad wrapped around her little finger. She has my husband wrapped her in many ways. He's not quite as bad as others, but she just has a way about her. And she's very much the same with animals. That's why I was saying she probably could train a dragon. If anyone could train a dragon, she would be the one to train a dragon. So, what's she doing, do you know? Could you call Steven? Yeah, he's on the phone right now, but if you call him, he'll realize and probably hang up and call you. Lots of ministry magic. I think he'll see the call if he can get it to where he can see the call.
Mom is streaming right now, so I'm calling.
Okay. I'm not sure if she's seen my text.
5:55.
5:55. We're just waiting on your sister. Mama's gonna come drop you off and then pick me up and pick me on up. And then I said, what about my glasses? Baldwin closes at 6. So.
Okay, well, the reason why I wanted to be gone then is at 6:30 about, I am meeting with you guys to go look at the car that girl I was giving you the money to buy. And what is going to be so neat, in problem with it and how to see if I want it.
So Dad has checked it.
We're at 6:30 so that I can hopefully get it over to David's house and leave it there and have someone there so that I can still make it also to them and leave it hopefully on time.
Yeah, that's part of why we'll be able to be there at 5:45. That or 5:55. That's in the plan. It's just.
In the plan,
She
Stephen.
likes the spider.
Okay, I just, for whatever reason, my brain is saying let's do this. So that you have to go to home. Like,
Baldwin's will take a whole 5 seconds to hand me my glasses.
Gonna hand them the glasses, show them that the lens is out. And they.
he told me to go ahead and call Justin to talk and see what Justin would suggest.
Okay,
Okay.
that works then. Yeah.
That's kind of what I was saying is I want to need a ride at the very least to get there and then a ride
From Jade's to.
from somewhere, whether it's there or from.
What that was about, he's looking for a car. And the reason I was asking what my dad said about it is they're much better at choosing vehicles than most people. My dad, he actually, his main job right now is he is a meat / deli. Is really good at mechanic portion of mechanic experience and knowledge. One of them doesn't do so much with that as he does other things, but
Tyson doesn't
that's
really.
Jade. Oh yeah, two of them. You're right. So the baby and one other. So half of the boys do.
Yeah. Dustin can.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's who he's supposed to call us, Dusty.
yeah.
It's Dusty. Not Rusty, Dusty.
It's kind of weird. I guess Rusty is a lot
Rusty's
busier.
harder to get a hold of.
Can be,
So the
but he's also a lot busier. So
yeah, that makes him harder
I
to get a hold of.
wouldn't want to bother him as much.
Uh-huh. So Dusty, so I have a brother named Dusty and a brother named Rusty, and Rusty actually does a lot more mechanics, everything else, and has worked as a mechanic many times, but he's a lot harder to get a hold of. He's really busy, everything else. He races vehicles, the works. So, did you just get your last piece? Is that what you were saying, sweet tooth? So my husband just.
No, I got Dragon Claws that I
Oh,
sing
okay.
sweet to.
He got Dragon Claw. He's really happy about that one. He struggles like crazy to get Dragon Claw. I haven't, as
I
you
think
saw,
your
I
phone
haven't
hates
had this. Huh? Huh?
I think your phone hates me.
Why do you say that?
It's burning my hands and I can't click on anything.
Okay, yes.
I mean, it's starting to work now. It's just
Okay,
sitting
so what
there.
happens is when it gets too hot, that happens.
It's a Marauders map.
Huh?
Marauders map.
That's up to you if you want to get to their map.
I'm just pretty much catching whatever I click on.
That works. So, my husband,
That's great.
I have not had as much trouble getting dragon claw. My husband complains about it left, right, and center because it hasn't been as hard for me, but it is for him. We aren't sure why, but I'm not complaining either. So, I am not sure if I'm going to keep you on the phone the whole time while we do while we go into a fortress and stuff like that, because we actually may not be able to hit a fortress until late tonight. I am not sure. It'll depend on what happens with my son. So, but I figure I can at least have you on the phone while we drive around and whatever else. So, and I gotta show you what the new quests are. So, we're after the troll confoundables and the dawned on me. So that's what that is. You need to beat so many trolls, overcome so many trolls. And that's what that one is. It's not rescue the troll, which I was thinking it was. It is actually beat the troll, confound them. So, I know prophecy and alchemy eggs, both of those have the troll. The megaphone has the troll. So they're just going to be random. You will not be able to select specifically. Okay, I need to go after this color or anything. But it's the ones with the troll. So I may be able to finish that today. And then the potions I should be able to finish in the next couple of days. Obviously, at only 2 potions a day, it's going to take a bit longer than it would. But that's okay. There's not a rush to get that SOS one done. And then once I have that done, then we can see what the next group of SOSs are. And I can let you know that. So,
Brett?
What?
If Mizuki starts annoying you tonight with her toys, let me know. One of the toys I bought, the skeleton, he has squeakers in his arms and legs. And I didn't realize that because I thought it didn't say it squeaked. It just said it does this weird grunting noise. And I found that squeaker and it wasn't a very annoying squeaker, so I bought it because she likes the crinkly. Because she kept trying to eat Chiba's crinkly toys. So I got her skeleton and spider dude, and the spider dude only had the grunts squeakery thingy too, and crinkly legs. And then I didn't bother to check the hands and legs on the skeleton. So if she annoys you, just let me know and I'll puncture the squeaker toys. Cause, yeah. She really likes the spider. She stole it from David immediately. It just went under my bed and started eating it. Not really eating it, but playing with it.
So, hey, that's a question. Do any of you guys know any dog toys that are gonna last through a bigger breed of dog that have the crinkle without a squeaker to them? Just the crinkle.
The German Shepherd, but she's only 11 weeks old right now. So she eats everything, and even when she's bigger, she's a German Shepherd. So, yeah.
And obviously, even when she's fully in training, and even when she's a full service dog, she's still going to have breaks and going to have toys and everything else. So, please leave down in the comments if you know of any that just crinkle, don't squeak. My husband would prefer no squeakers in the house.
I remember the weird bear things that you guys got me that would go ah. Those were hilarious.
Back here.
Okay, well, I don't know that I can get back to it.
Yep, your phone's not even responding. Hey, let me click. Hey, it actually let me click.
Fox.
Hey, you got him for once.
Fox.
Now we just gotta see if he'll catch
Just
it.
gotta see if I can catch him though.
You're not gonna be able to. It just hates you that much.
Hey, look, I got it!
Wow.
So the reason he's so excited is this is like his third or fourth or fifth time seeing Fox. And every other time Fox has departed.
Yes, I'm going too fast and I'm sitting still. Totally! It's definitely how stuff works.
I
So-
can pass Fox up.
Mindy, that is one thing that the newer phones, from everything I've seen, they actually don't overheat like this one.
They don't overheat like this one
Okay. Mine doesn't overheat either. Your phones just suck. I'm kind to my
Danny's
phone.
overheats like a lot of them do. Yours
Danny's is the
better.
same as. Oh, you mean the one he has currently? Well,
No, I mean the Pixel.
oh, well, yeah, it's the same phone as yours. Of course it overheats. Yours overheats, too.
But I thought yours was a Galaxy 6.
It is, and it doesn't overheat.
Oh, his is the 7.
His is a 7.
That's right.
How can you guys stand holding phones this hot? It hurts. Which is weird, because I don't really
often
get
can't.
burned.
Why do you think I'm always holding around the bottom and up by the air conditioner?
I don't... Oh, it has the same thing as Pokemon.
What?
If you hold it upside down, it goes black.
Okay, well, you just showed everyone a black screen.
I will continue showing it to you. Aren't you so happy? It's the funnest thing to watch.
I told you she's got a sense of sarcasm.
You can actually just leave me there and go get Steve and all. It doesn't take long. It's just
Oh.
take too long.
Well, let's see where we're
Jamino.
at.
Jameen. Well, yeah, duh. It's because it got jolted.
Forget finding it.
And the song. Jolted.
Right past some time to tomorrow.
Anyway, so that's where we're at right now. Yeah, I don't know what else she's finding. Obviously, at times you're seeing black screens and she's not thinking about the fact that it's recording my screen.
You're welcome.
They're Wonder Giants.
Things. It's an ood. That's what they look like. The Graphorns look like oods from Doctor Who. That's what they look like. They have tentacles that are coming out. They don't have mouths. They have tentacles. That's what oods have.
So there is a troll confoundable here right now,
Hello, person. Please don't go yet. There is nothing for you. There was a Slytherin all the way up there. Well, not a Slytherin, but a dark arts. Your phone hates me.
What, did my person run all the way up there, or is it behind us?
It was up there, like in front of us. I don't know why it went up, like it was showing up, but it was.
That's why I asked if it was behind us, because my person will sometimes get stuck.
They weren't stuck. At least I don't think they were. They might have been, and I wasn't paying enough attention, but I'm pretty sure it was up there, not behind us.
Okay. Like, I seriously found, and people will vouch for this, I think, but my person will be stuck in one spot, just standing there, but the confoundables are showing up around where I'm actually driving at or walking at. So ahead of where my person is. Obviously, she's singing to one of her songs.
Yep.
Weirdo.
Good for you. At least I have a happy life. I have music.
My kids, most of them like music. Some of them.
Isn't Steven the only one who didn't play an instrument?
You played the
An actual.
drums.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the triangle, and I was like, a triangle is not an instrument. Not really. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
you played the drums.
Caden, and I
So
think Chrissy are the only ones who haven't.
My stepkids haven't. My oldest played the drums. My next one.
Guitar.
Oh. Well, then Caden's the only one.
So
The
Caden's
poor
the only
sucker.
one. My stepdaughter
He's
did.
sad. He has a sad life. We're never gonna make it across.
Second one basically plays every instrument there is out there. I mean, and by that I mean
Hi, person. I'm
every
sorry.
instrument.
What is that person doing?
Trying to go in the turn lane there.
Stupid.
Well, it's not stupid. It's just more a hazard.
Yeah. So they turn to go in the turn lane way early, and I was already sitting there to turn into a parking lot.
Where is their stuff? Oh, the friggin' way over there.
So
Let's see if I can click on the right one. I don't think I can. Come on. Let me do it. Let's see, did I actually get it? Yes, take out banning.
So what I was saying is almost every instrument, my second one, you can play almost every instrument there is out there.
Goodbye.
In 5th grade, his school had a band program, and he had the clarinet, but the teacher actually had him try like my person's stuck, that's why it's showing up like that, Mindy. They had a band program. The teacher had him try the violin, or not the violin, the flute, the trumpet, the trombone, the sax. Can't remember if there was anything else. Do you remember?
Nope.
Okay. But I know those 4. Basically, she wanted every student that she taught to try at least 2 instruments, or to play to at least 2 instruments when he was in 5th grade.
Oh yeah, not here. That's right.
to play at least 2 instruments and to have had some experience with more. And with him, from what I understood from him and her, he was even better than any of the other students at just picking instruments up. He could, so rather than, because it's going to take you so long to learn, let's keep you at this instrument and this other instrument, these 2 instruments. She was flipping him between instruments, from my understanding, pretty frequently. Just because he had the skills to be able to flip. Then later on, and he had, in 3rd grade, he'd played a little bit of violin. What? No, it was with Edith Boone. And then in 9th grade, he switched to the bassoon, and the teacher basically kind of made him learn on his own. Didn't just expected him to be at the same level as everyone else. Didn't do much teaching or anything, even though he had indicated he would. So just kind of ignored my son the whole time. And then the high school teacher came in, took over, and started preparing the whole class for a Christmas concert. But the stress he was putting my son under was actually, with the EDS, causing my son to... He was throwing up daily, like every single day. A little while after class, he would be throwing up. And we couldn't figure out exactly why at all, or could not figure out at all what was going on or anything else. And then we finally realized it was the stress level. And so he switched into orchestra at that time. Went back to playing the violin, hadn't played it since 3rd grade, and was basically staying up with the class that had been playing since 5th or 6th grade. He was jumping in halfway through 9th grade and keeping up with them. After just a few weeks, months of violining in 3rd grade. So, one thing with instruments, there is the benefit, once you know how to read music for one instrument, learning another is not quite so difficult. But at the same time, he also, with every instrument, he had to figure out his own hand positioning, because he definitely has EDS in his fingers. Like the HEDS fingers, he totally has them. Completely, before we knew about the EDS, everyone would always say he was double jointed in every one of his fingers. And so he always had to figure out a different way to hold his instrument. The clarinet, the bassoon, everything. Because he could not, his fingers would not hold the instrument properly in the way that you're supposed to hold it. Including this bow and the strings. He had to figure out his own way of holding it in a way that would get the correct sound, but also not overwhelm his fingers. Luckily with the violin, he had the next one down to turn to. She started with the violin in what, 6th grade?
Yeah.
And this is the one that was laughing at my husband saying he was missing out on music. So she started in 6th grade.
Clarinet. I didn't miss out on music.
It was Caden I was saying was a sore
Yeah,
loser.
but I'm just saying.
Well, sad
Anyway,
loser.
and he played the bass. My husband did play the bass clarinet, but he doesn't listen to music as much. And anyway, but my daughter was able to help her brother. She was in 7th grade at the time he was in 9th grade, so she'd had a year and a half of music, and her teacher actually said she picked it up really quickly.
That's because Miss Lane was an awesome teacher.
I agree she was an awesome teacher, but you also picked it up easier than most people. Does that make sense? That is one thing I noticed with you and Danny, and I think Stephen and David probably could pick it up that easily too if they had wanted. Well, first of all, you guys are determined when you want something, you want it, and you're going to find a way to get it.
Fair enough. Me and Danny are more musically inclined than David and Steven.
I will give you that too. I said, but at the same time, if David or Stephen wanted to, I think even they could pick it up more than most people, because most people, when they get frustrated, back off a little bit. And you guys, when you get frustrated, the answer is, okay, I'm frustrated. Let's push through this. Let's try
It
extra
will work
hard.
at some point.
Somehow I'm going to find a way to make this happen. So, just the way you guys are.
Please don't hit Steven.
Yeah, where's he going with it? Okay, he said that. I know. I wanted to go here, and I see the hose, and I don't want to run over the hose. And I didn't know where he was from. He's obviously watering plants for
Grandma's orchids.
work plants. So, he works for my parents.
I'm gonna go watch my
So,
because I don't think Steven wants literally.
so yeah, he's obviously watering for work. So anyway, I told you I probably wouldn't keep you the whole time. I've actually kept you probably almost an hour. So I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully you may have found some things here. Like I said, if you have comments on some good eyeshadow, leave those in the in the comments, and for sure dog toys that crinkle but don't squeak. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. And of course, it's gonna take forever to decide that I can turn off the screen. So. 55 minutes.